Welcome guys back to Risk for Generational Wealth. My name is Barrett, and on today's episode I would like to discuss how I view the world and my perspective that shapes every decision that I make. So guys, starting out, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I believe that a lot of these things that happen in the world are not what they're presented at face value. Many of these things, well, before I get into the depth of it, let me go back to my childhood and how this influences the decision making. So I used to play a lot of chess when I was a kid. When I was in middle school and high school, I played on the chess team. I was a super nerd, and I wasn't as exceptional as some of my friends, but what I did take away from chess and from that I now apply towards life is that those that rule the world and those that actually have power out there, they think several moves ahead. And when you're presented with certain ideas and information, especially through the media, that is just the first move. And many times that move is intended to elicit a reaction from you that is specifically designed by the elites ahead of time. And you may say, oh great, we're ruled by the elites, yay. I've had so many people around me tell me, no, oh yeah, you think that just a small group of people could really rule the world? Yes, I do. We as a people, we love power. Humans love power. And humans don't want to give up power too. And the fact of the matter is, when you get to the level of hundreds of billions, trillions, it's way beyond the level that's required to give you a good life. And at that point, it's ego. And you end up buying governments, you end up buying individuals, and you seek control over other people. Now, if you really look into it, you look at interviews of people that are around the ultra elites of the world. I'm not even talking about people like Elon Musk that have $400 billion. It's the people above them that we don't really know about. And these people have wealth beyond anything that any of us could actually comprehend. They buy governments, they profit from war. And many of these people are the ones that are main contributors to giant organizations and investment firms like BlackRock, which, by the way, if any of you don't know, BlackRock manages over $13 trillion in assets, and they are some of the largest investors in every single stock out there and many of the public companies out there. You go look at the main investors. It's going to be BlackRock, Vanguard, and many others too. And they have power over everybody and governments and people. They own the media outlets out there as well. And I tell you this, guys, because with the rise of AI and the world out there, you need to be thinking several moves ahead, and you need to be thinking, when presented with information, is this a trap? Is this to my benefit? If I were thinking several moves ahead, what would this information that I'm presented with be trying to get me to do? Whether it's to buy something, whether it's to think a certain way. And I'm not here to sway you one way or another politically. We don't even get into politics, at least in this episode. But I just want to open your mind to a way of thinking and to begin to understand this world around us. And I promise you, if you look into this and you actually do some research, you'll see that there is a massive control over the world, as I'm sure you've seen with events that have happened, specifically around 2020 and perhaps even now in certain elections. You never know. So with that in mind, guys, keep an open mind. And not only with the news, but with people trying to sell you stuff, including myself. Question it all. I think that the best way to kind of get to people is to lead with authenticity so that they don't have to actually question. So when you look at me, you see what I'm telling you is actually true because of my thoughts, words, and actions are aligned. So guys, with that in mind, just a brief perspective, and just to give you something that you can use, a framework for the rest of your life that can be somewhat helpful. So question everything, and I look forward to talking to you more about this later. Thank you.